Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy Chad here with another cool video for you guys to enjoy. I'm actually recording the voice in retrospective right now because I fucked up my audio, my sound. I don't know how I did it, but I really fucked it up. So right now I'm recording as I am watching the video that I recorded, and here I'm showing you how I was really bummed out because I couldn't get Terry in almost 200 polls, which really had me very depressed, which probably explains um, how bad I played in PvP because I was so bummed out. But it's also because you know it's not totally my fault, right? You will see as we get to the PvP part. And today it was I made a showcase video for our boy here, Omega Rugal, who just came out in global last day, like yesterday, right? I don't know why I said last day. Should have just said yesterday, but whatever. um, yeah, so I was just introducing him, presenting how his kit is looking. He has everything is maxed out for the exception of his SP card right there. That is a level 25 and level 1 on his skill. Aside from that, everything else is leveled up. Affinity is maxed out. All the stats are maxed out. All the cores are maxed out. Everything is maxed out. So he's decked out. So, but his 5 PG. It doesn't really matter if it's maxed out. It doesn't really matter that much because it's only going to change, I believe, just 100 CP, just going to give him 100 extra CP. So it's not really a big deal. So now I'm going to jump into PvP and take a look at him. See how he does in PvP. Mind you, I've never actually played with him in PvP, and I've never actually played with him extensively in any mode at all. So I don't really know how to play with him, and I think it will become very evident as you see me play in PvP right now. I gotta remove Orochi there, put him there. There I was trying to get a harder difficulty one, and on the very first match, I get to fight Mukai, and this is as I said before in my previous video, this is the quintessential comparison for every and each character. How easy of a time does this character have against Mukai? That actually just tells you how good this character is in PvP or how bad they are in PvP. Right there you see that I did stun him with my fireball, but I messed up with the timing of my other skills, and I didn't block. I should have blocked, but I didn't block there. And now in the next match, I'm going to try to hit Ignis with the fireball, just as I did with Mukai, to try to stun him. But as you can see, he just hit me through my fireball, which really annoyed me. It's really annoying to see even now in retrospective, because that fireball is supposed to have a hitbox on it while it is on Omega Rugal. But for some reason, Ignis was able to just beat me through it, and Ignis is not the only one that could do it, as you will see in the next match. It just pretty much anyone can just punch a hole through that, which leaves this fireball to just be a very slow fireball with a stun, which is very, very, very disappointing and very underwhelming in my opinion. If the hitbox on it was intense, oh my god, if it started on frame 1 if it started on frame 1, then it would have been a much better deal, because that way nobody would be able to hit you while you had. I mean, they will be able to hit you, but it will be a trade. They will be hit with a fireball, and you will be hit by whatever they're throwing at you. But because the fireball stuns, they will die. And no, yeah, they will die. They will be stunned, and you'll be able to hit them with other things. So they will die. Again, I was trying to do the same thing again, I think. No, I went for, yes, but I fucked up there, and I get one-shotted. Voila. I should have went for Genocide Cutter right after God Press. I don't know why I went for the Fireball. I thought, you know, he wouldn't jump as far back as he did. That's another thing that I don't like with his skills. They are pretty hard to combo into, like especially his fireball. Either you have it first, or it's very hard to combo into it. And here, wow, and I died there as well, because that was partly my fault, but also because of the game, how it works. Sometimes the game just stops responding to you clicking on it, and it's really annoying. Like there, it just stopped responding to me pressing the escape button on original Zero. So it just looked like I was just standing there waiting to get beat up by Mukai. Well, I was, even though I was basically mashing the evade button. And here we have our third match with Omega Rugal, which I don't really remember how this one went. I think it went pretty well, but I still couldn't perfect this. I still got hit because Omega Rugal's moveset is pretty bad. I mean, you're lucky if you get to two-shot them, like God Press into Genocide Cutter, then you're lucky, right? You see, like she was able to escape out of it because it doesn't start on frame 1. She was standing in it for a good like 0.2 second, but she wasn't getting hit, and then she had the time to roll it anyways. So it's a really underwhelming skill that could have been very deadly if only the hitbox on it was bigger and started on frame 1. If that was the case, Omega Rugal would have been just change that, and Omega Rugal is a much better character, which I hope they change, because they're going to buff this guy soon, pretty soon. I hope that that's one of the changes they make to him, and also just give him a better heal. Like he's an attack character with heal, so just give him a better heal, make his fireball better, and make that his God Press doesn't sending like 20 meters back. That is not good at all. Just have him hop on the same spot, so that way he will have a better opportunity for juggle. Anyways, here I'm taking him into PvE content to just see pretty much his raw damage. This is against the Yashiro, Halloween Yashiro on not on Lunatic but on Inferno, which is a higher difficulty than Lunatic, which is not out yet in Global. But as you can see, the stun works pretty well on mobs. It's just that it doesn't work in PvP, which is where it should be useful for. Like, I'm not here to try to stun mobs. I'm just here to, you know, juggle them to death. You know, even against bosses, bosses don't get stunned, so it's useless against bosses. So its only use, its only good use is in PvP, and even in PvP, it's underwhelming. So you can see why this guy is one of the more underwhelming festival characters in the game right now. I really hope that his buff skyrockets him, because he's very underwhelming. He's very underwhelming so far. I might actually make an update video for him when he gets his what is it called? When he gets his buffs, and after I play with him a while and get used to play with him, I will try to do some PvP again tomorrow with him, because I feel like those 2 matches I just didn't know how to play with him. I didn't know what to start with, what to end with. You know, I just didn't have enough experience with him. So, but yeah, as you can see, he's doing pretty much a pretty good amount of damage, you know, but it's not that great. Especially his fireball does so little damage, probably because it has that stun on it. So they nerf the damage because it has a stun. But that stun is so useless. Like, look at that damage. Like, do you see how God Press took almost 1.5 bar, but the fireball barely took half the life bar of Yashiro? Like, that move is useless. It's completely useless. Like, but it can be so useful. It can be so good and so useful, but right now it is completely useless, and it's just a horrible move right now. And man, oh man. Anyways, continue fighting these guys. And also another complaint I have about him. This feels like the Omega Rugal rant, but trust me, it's not completely just a rant. I guess it's just a rant, pretty much. But I am really trying to make a character showcase, but he's not making it easy for me. He's man. I mean, I don't have to explain it to you guys. You saw how PvP went, and you see how PvE is going. So I don't really need to explain to you guys. You can already see my disappointment that it is warranted. Anyways, another thing that I am disappointed about, that I don't like about him, is the fact that both his 5PG and his finish skill are both pretty much grabs, right? So against bosses like Yashiro, it just hits once and does nothing, right? You just hit once and then look at this, like all this build up, and then nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, not like the 5PG skill itself is that cool, but I still want to see the animation. I think Netmarble needs to change this. Like, it needs to work against all bosses. It doesn't matter what type of boss it is. If they have some kind of super duper, you know, super armor, it should still There, I was dumb. I thought I could block that. I forgot that I couldn't block. Anyways, it should still be able to, do the animation, in my opinion, because it's unfair against other type of, you know, finish skill. The only I understand this if it was on when it is on regular skills, because when you have a regular grab skill, it's the only type of skill that can bypass block, right? But uh, but when it comes to finish skill and and special finish skill, uh, it doesn't really matter if it's a grab or not, because you can't block it either way. So I don't see the point of doing it like that. I really don't see. It just makes uh, finish skills that are grabs worse than other skills, because they have such a short range. First of all, they have such a short range, and if the enemy boss has some kind of super armor, you're not going to do the full damage, and the animation is just going to end in a snap. So I don't like it. I really don't like it. I think they need to change it. The animation should still go through, in my opinion. Anyways, here I was giving my last words, just my last words about Rugal, and which I have already given in this video by now. That I don't think he's that great. He's one of the most underwhelming characters. Plus, you're going to get him for free later in the game. Right now in JP, we're going to get him for free. If you saw those purple drops that I was getting, you could get tons of them and exchange him right there, as well as these other 6 characters. These are the 5 characters, excuse me. So, yeah, I gotta wait until his buff and see how good he becomes. But right now, I would definitely recommend against rolling for him, especially because Orochi is around the corner. He is coming later, and Orochi is super meta. Anyways, now I was trying to make one last poll for Terry. I was trying to use the content creator karma, you know, content creator karma to try and get myself some Terry. But yeah, I think in my tone, I've already spoiled the result. Uh, yeah, blue, not even nothing. I was just so disappointed. It still breaks my heart looking back now. It still breaks my heart. Like, Terry really doesn't want to come home. He really, really doesn't want to come home. Anyways, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed the video, even though my commentary was additionary, it wasn't in the moment. If you like the video, press the like button. If you dislike the video, press that dislike button twice. And if you really like the video, press the subscribe button to have more content like this. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.